Welcome to TestTube, a place where we can share our knowledge through short videos. Even you can contribute to us by making a small video of any problem that you face in your life and how you have solved it. The video can be as short and as simple as possible, and you upload it in your Google Drive and share that link to us through that email that is shown over in this video. This way we can build a rich library having solution to any problem that anybody could possibly face in their life, and they can find a solution over here in this comment space. And by the way, the video will be uploaded with your name on it so that you can have all the credit for this. Thank In this video we are going to see how to record a web test using Katalon Studio. So before we see that, first let us see the manual test case, and this is a sample orange HRM page, and I'm going to log into this page. After that I log out of this page. So this is what the test we are going to automate it in Katalon Studio using the recording feature. Alright, now let us see how this is done. This is the Katalon Studio, and here you have to go to in test cases. We can create as a new test case and give some name like record test. Now your test case is created. You can just directly go to this actions tab, and there you have recording option. Choose recording web, record web, that will record your web application. This is one way, and here you can see many icons, so you can place on these icons to understand what they are talking about. Here also you can see with these symbols, this meaning web, this meaning the mobile, this meaning the desktop related application. So here you can click on this button where you see it as record web. You can select this one, this option also, and now you see some URL is coming. You have option to choose which browser you wanted to start recording. I clicked on the I checked I selected the Chrome browser, so now the recording started. It has opened the Chrome browser. It tried to open that orange HRM page because the URL is here already, and the recording is started now. So let me keep it a size, and I maximize this one. Now I entered the credentials, admin. I entered the password, admin123. Then I clicked on login button. It has entered into the web page. So now I'll do one thing. I'll stop the recording here because I wanted to show you something else also. So we'll continue the recording. It's like now what I'm going to show is first I record a test case, and how do I add steps to this test case? By discarding the test over here. How do I do it? So now I click on stop recording. I clicked on OK button. So it is trying to ask me where to save these objects in the object repository. So right side you will see a folder. It is trying to show where you want. It is trying to ask you where you wanted to show it, save it. Sorry. So I selected this particular folder. I'm telling it okay, save it over here. Now if I click on OK, what it will do is it will save these objects along this folder. So this is a folder. Inside this folder you have these objects. The folder is suggesting a name of the page where the objects are maintained. Okay, so you can rename it after that, so that it will give some meaningful to the list of objects which are stored. But this itself has chosen a meaningful name. It is suggesting that okay, this folder with the name orange hrm is having objects related to that particular page. So this itself is meaningful now, so I'm not going to change it. So these objects along with this folder is going to be stored under this particular folder. If I selected this one and click on OK, if I click on new folder, what it will do is it will ask me to give a name. Inside that folder, these objects along with this folder will be saved. Now I don't want to create a new folder. I wanted to, because I have the folder already present over here. That's why I'm saving my objects inside this folder. So I click on OK button. It is going. So now in the object repository you have this folder. Under this folder you have this page. This page is having these many list of objects. Right. So that's what happened. So this is how simple it is to record a test. Now I'm going to test this one by just clicking on the run button. So what it is doing is it is running the test case which I have generated using the web recording feature. So it opened the browser, it entered the URL, it entered the admin name and password, and it clicked on the login button. That's it. My test case is over. The test case is passed, as you can see. This is very simple, right? So just now you have automated the test case using the web recording feature in Katalon. How simple it is, right? So now what you wanted to actually do is you just not want to log into page, you wanted to log into page and then add the employee. That's what you actually wanted to do, right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add stubs to this recorded test case again using the recorded feature. All right, so for that, mm, let me just think of it. Okay, what we have to do is you have to choose this test case and add the stubs to this one. All right. mm, Now again I clicked on record web. It is asking me, do you want to continue record the test case recorded test? This is what you want, right? Say yes. If you say no, I want a clean session, it will create another test case and it will record the steps over there. You say yes. Now okay, this is what the test case is. These are the steps which are existing. So what are you going to do now will be recorded after this one. So ideally what you have to enter into this one is you have to actually go to the page which is coming after the login of the application, login to the application, right? But here you can't enter that URL. So you will see these options. So you can choose an active Chrome browser which is already logged into this particular web page. So what you have to do is the prerequisite is if you wanted to add some steps, you make sure that you are on that page from where you want to continue your test. So make sure that you have logged into Chrome browser manually and you have proceeded till these steps manually and then choose the active browser. I think my browser is having already okay, recording. Okay, it has chosen some other browser. Sorry, it has chosen some other session of the browser which was already active, but it is not orange HRM page one. So what do I do is, what you have to do is, you have to actually do that, actually keep the browser open and then do this thing. For now, what I will do is, I'll once again launch the new session and I'll record the same steps which are already recorded and I'll delete it later. Instead what you can do is you can keep the page open and select the Chrome browser which is active with that page. That is one option. Now I'm not going to do that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to again login, login button. I'll remove these steps because these are repetitive, as you understand. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this admin button. I'm going to click on add button. I'm going to select the role. I kept the role as it is. I selected the employee name. I selected the username. I entered the username. You can see these steps are generated over here. I select the status as enabled. I select the password. I confirm the password. Then I click on the save button. Okay, I clicked it twice, that's why it happened. It says username already exists. Just ignore it. This is a sample test. Let us assume the employee ID is created successfully. Now I click on logout button. So that's what my recorded test. I click on OK button. It is asking me to share this, save these objects somewhere. Again, I choose the same folder where I wanted to keep my test cases. It is saying that already these highlighted objects are present in this folder under this page, and that is correct because we have already we have recorded objects which are already recorded, right? So that's why it takes. What you wanted to choose is you want to merge changes into existing objects, create duplicate objects, replace existing objects. So select replace existing object and click on OK button. So now it is asking you want to append the current test case or overwrite the test case. You choose append the test case. Actually, you can select override the test case in this case because you have recorded the test from the beginning once again, right? But I have clicked on append the test case. So this is how you can actually append your test case again by using the recording feature. So since incorrectly I have recorded the first three steps once again, I'm going to remove the first steps. So now I just logged into the button and I added the employee. Open browser, navigate, admin, password. Okay. And you go to this object repository, you'll notice that more objects are added to the same page. So instead you can have a different page also get created and select where the objects to be stored. So now just let us run this test and see how it is working or not. Now let me run this one this time in Firefox. So every time you are seeing some errors, right? So those errors are present in my sample project because the errors are related to some other test cases. I'm just ignoring those errors and proceeding. So that's it, nothing else. Now you see the test is launched. Okay, sorry. These steps were captured incorrectly earlier, so I forgot to remove them. Ignore those first two steps. Now it is launching the application. Again, it entered the credentials. It has logged in. Now it is clicking on admin tab and then clicked on add tab, entered the credential, sorry, entered the user details. We try to click on save button. It is not able to save as usual, which is recorded, and it clicked on logout button. So that's all the test is about. You can see the test is completed successfully. All right. As we discussed in our overview, so this is the test case which I am running. If you wanted to see it in the reports, it's not there in the report because when you run the test case, it won't be generated. When you run the test cases inside a sudo, only then the report will be generated. So this is all a sample running while you are building your script. That is how Katalon will treat it. It will show you the details of the test run over here in your console screen, so you can see what is happening. First step is success, second step, third step is success. So this is what you can see. This is console view, and this is the log viewer, wherein you can see them in the terms of the steps. So these are steps of opening a browser, starting the Firefox WebDriver, and now it has opened with URL. It entered the credentials, which are Katalon Studio 1, which is wrongly captured. Now again close that browser and again open a browser for orange HRM page. So this is what you can see, which step is passed, which step started, passed, and if there is a failure, you can see it over here, and you can choose which type of steps you wanted to see. If you wanted to see all the steps, all is selected over here. If I select failed and error, since there are no failed and errors, you won't see them. And select these, and you select the past ones, you will see only the past steps. If you select on info steps, you will see informatic steps also. If you select all, you will see every step. So that is how meaningfully you can understand the test case over here in the log viewer. This is event logs, uh, which are captured over here. You can see similar. This is somewhat high level of a test case, and this is where you can see the errors and warning messages. There are some warning messages. There are many error messages which are related to some other test cases, but not this one. Okay, this is a place where you can, this is a section where you can try to understand the test case. This is a section where you can automate your test cases in manual mode and also in script mode. And this is the place where you can create some variables for your test cases. These variables are going to be called inside the test cases. This is something which we will see in our next test case. So this is the variables in script mode. So these variables are here in something like manual mode here. Here you can add variables in script mode like you're doing it in your script. And this is the properties where you can write the description of your test case, saying this test verifies the login feature of Orange HRM. So likewise, you can describe the test case, what it is going to do, and yeah. So this is a sort of IDE part of your test. This is the place where you can understand the logs. This is the test explorer, like we see, and this is where you can find built-in keywords. And this is how you record your test cases. You can start writing scripting in script mode, web UI, like any other IDE, like Selenium. It will auto suggest you like what are the methods which are available inside this built-in keywords for catalog. So using web UI, you have these access to these methods. So we will see it how to do it in detail in a different session, where we see how to write your test case in a script mode. So this is how to automate a test using the recording features. You can see how beautifully and how easily a test is automated over here, right? So that's all for this video. Thank you. If you are also a person who believes in sharing the knowledge makes everybody's life better, you are welcome. And what you can do is you can make a video like this and upload it in your Google Drive and share that link to me or this email, which is sharetesttube@gmail.com, and I'll upload the video uh, under this channel, so that we can create a huge knowledge repository. And by the way, the video need not to be any IT topics related. It can be any related, any topic which is having knowledge in it, and it should not be deceiving anybody. All right. Okay. So this way we can build a huge repository of knowledge. And also, if you wanted to visit my blog, it is forwestels.blogspot.com, wherein I keep uploading videos like this, and I organize them by some categories. And you also can become a partner by contributing to this one. And the credit of the video will be yours, because I'm going to present your name on that video, so that everybody will know who is contributing the knowledge of that video. Thank you.